Hey there, welcome back to the channel. If you're building a brand new website and want it to look professional and actually get results, you're going to love today's walkthrough. So today I'm showing you step by step how to install and set up Thrive Theme Builder, even if you've never done anything like this before. So if you're a blogger, digital product creator, course creator, or if you're just starting out online, Thrive makes it so easy to build a site that not only looks beautiful and aligns with whatever your brand looks like, it also converts your visitors into subscribers and customers. And just a heads up, I am using my affiliate link for Thrive in the description below. So if you decide to grab it using that link, it's no extra cost to you, but it does help support my channel, and I really appreciate it. All right, let's go ahead and get started. The first thing you're going to do, if you haven't already, is get Thrive themes. There's several options for what you can get. I have them all because for me, Thrive themes is what I use for everything. You can have so many different plugins and pay for so many different products that, do your courses, that do your lead magnets, that do your landing pages. But Thrive Themes does it all. Now, some of you may look at the cost and say, this is outside what I want to spend, because I'll tell you, it's not cheap, but for $300 a year, you get everything. And to me, that's an investment. And when you look at the pricing, if you were to buy a theme, buy a premium theme, buy a quiz builder, buy a lead magnet plugin, buy a course creation tool, all of those different things are going to cost you way more than just getting Thrive theme. In addition to that, I will tell you, I've had Thrive themes for probably going on 3 years now, and their customer support is top notch. Anytime I have the least little problem, even if it's not caused by their theme, they are able to identify and either fix it or give me direction on how to fix it. And they are responsive, and I've just had incredible experiences with them. So I'm definitely a fan, as you can tell. Like I said, the link is in the description below if you want to grab this. So once you have Thrive Themes, you're going to download and install the Product Manager plugin. All right, I've got it saved on my desktop. Then you're going to go back to the WordPress account that you set up in the previous video. You're going to go to Plugins and click Add Plugin. Click on Upload Plugin. Choose File. And then go to wherever you saved your Thrive Product Manager and insert that zip file. Hit Install Now. It'll do its thing. Activate it. Okay, then head over here to Product Manager. And then you're going to log into Thrive Themes to access your account. And that will link your website to your Thrive product. All right, you'll get a success message, and then you'll see all of the products here that you want to use. So you definitely want Thrive Leads. Thrive Ultimatum is a good one. Thrive Ovation, I honestly haven't used that too much, but Thrive Quiz Builder is pretty cool. I've been playing around with that one lately. Comments is good. And of course you want Architect. And then you're also going to install your theme. All right. And then activate it. And then you're going to go to the Theme Builder dashboard. And this dashboard is just going to walk you through everything you need to set up your website. All right. So this is the Theme Builder wizard. And the first step you're going to do is choose your theme. So there's a few different ones you can pick from. Let's see here. What do I want to pick for this? I think for this, I'm going to pick the Allure theme. And you can preview each of these, and it'll pull up the an example page for you. All right, so let's preview the Allure theme. And keep in mind, if none of these are exactly what you're looking for, my site is not going to be a beauty site. So obviously I'm not going to have all this stuff on there, but everything on this site is fully editable. Okay, so even if something isn't a perfect fit for you, if you like the layout, go ahead and select that, knowing that you can edit that later. All right, so I kind of like the Allure theme. I like how clean it is. It's kind of minimalist, so I think that's the vibe I want to go for with this website. So let me go ahead and choose it, and then Thrive will apply it to my website. All right, so now we're going to do the fun stuff. This is the stuff that really makes your website uniquely yours. The first thing we're going to do is create a logo, okay? So what I have done is just created a simple logo in Canva. All right, title it logo and select it. There we go. And it'll give you a light and a dark background. Choose and continue. And then you're going to select your main brand color. I have not given a whole lot of thought to this, but I think I want a purplish type of color. So I'm just going to pick this now, and I can always change it later. Okay. All right, now you're going to update your header. All right, so you can choose from a couple different headers. You can choose ones that, are just basic. This one has the drop downs in the middle. I think I'm just going to do this one here. And all of this stuff is editable down the road. But this is just setting up the header for you, the basic format of it. All right, so let's choose that and continue. And then you're going to do the same thing with the footer. So let's select, I'm just going to use, again, a minimalist footer here. Here you're going to choose your home page. Now, there's a couple options. If you want your website really to be a blog and you really just want to focus on blogging, you can display your blog as a home page. If you already have pages built, you can change it to display one of your existing pages, or you can choose a ready-made homepage. I'm going to go ahead and choose a ready-made homepage for this option, because what I'm going to end up doing for this website is having a book that I'm going to promote on my homepage. So here's the brand homepage. Let's see what other options they have. So there's a sales page that you can use. There's natural cosmetics, products. So choose the form you like. I actually like this first one. So I'm going to choose that. And then again, choose and continue. You're going to choose what your basic blog post is going to look like. So this one has the featured image with the sidebar. This is for your audio post. This is for your video post. Not a whole lot of options. So just keep it at featured image and sidebar for this theme. Blog post list doesn't look like there's any options. So we're going to go ahead and choose that and continue. And all that's going to do is just be the list of blog posts. This is a basic page. And then your menu. We don't have a menu set up yet. So let's say I will choose later. And we'll do that later on. Okay. Now we want to learn what to do next. There's a video you can watch, or you can go ahead and preview your site. So let's go ahead and preview your site. And this is what it will look like. Now, obviously, this isn't going to be what my site's about, but all of this can be changed later on down the line. So go back to your WordPress account, go to Thrive Dashboards, and go to, again, Thrive Theme Builder. All right. And here we're going to manage our templates. And this is where you can go, you can edit your default post, audio post, so on and so forth, all those things that you set up. One of the things I really love about Thrive Theme Builder is that it's so easy to edit. Any aspect of your website you can change over here. So for this section, you can change the format, you can adjust the width of the picture, things like that. When you go into the actual blog post, you can change the image, you can obviously change the title, how it's going to display, and I will show that detail in a future video. All right, so now let's go to branding, and here are some other things you can edit. So we picked the default theme. We can also add additional colors to this. Something else you'll want to do is add a favicon. What a favicon is just the tiny logo that is on top of each web page. So I'm going to hop over to Canva and create a favicon real quick that I can upload to my website. Okay, so we've got our favicon set. Now you can change the typography, the size. It's really important for SEO that you have a nice largish size text. This is a little small. I like to have it at like 18 or 19. Hyperlink usually defaults to your brand color. You can absolutely change that. All right. And then you can change the font type. Just make sure it's very readable. And then I also like to make the font black. All right. And that's it for text. Save that. And now every time you create a blog post, this will be your default text. You can utilize the light speed to optimize your website speed. Let's see, you've got image optimization, minification, accelerated mobile pages. There's lots of options here to just make sure your site runs fast. You can implement all of those. Some of them, you can use a separate plugin for that. But again, the nice thing about Thrive Themes is that it does everything in one tool. And anytime you want to change, your header, footer, setup, you can absolutely do that here. So that's the basics, just setting up the Thrive Theme Builder. In my next video, I'm actually going to go into more detail on how to set up your home page. So stay tuned.